What's up, ladies and gentlemen on the interweb? Welcome to July 2025's pickup video. Just as I stated last month, this month's pickups are kind of light, but there are some pretty cool things that I do want to talk about. I picked up a Holy Grail, an interesting accessory, a remake that I was excited for, and some game that ended up becoming kind of expensive really quickly that I did not expect. So starting with the first thing, I've mentioned this before, but not really all that much. I have very sensitive eyes. I can't take sunlight. I come from a land that doesn't get real sun. I mean, if we do get sun, it's a bunch of clouds, so I never really see the sun, but then I moved to the desert, so I gotta wear sunglasses all the time. I was in Cancun, Mexico, and I saw these sunglasses, and they looked exactly like the sunglasses that Dexter Deshawn wears in Cyberpunk 2077. So like, you know what? I gotta have those, and now I wear them every single time I go outside. These are the coolest purchases I've ever had, and there's a siren outside. Okay, back to what I was saying before the police interrupted me speeding down the street. I just thought these sunglasses were really cool because they reminded me of Cyberpunk 2077, which is my favorite game of all time. I mean, obviously I got Johnny Silverhand's tattoo. So this is a really cool purchase, not technically gaming, but gaming adjacent. Next up are the actual games that I got, and for this we're kind of going in, I guess, least exciting to most exciting. I guess least exciting is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 remake came out. Honestly, it's a good game. I'm enjoying what I'm playing for it. But honestly, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 and this format just sucks. I don't know why Iron Galaxy changed it the way they did. I'm gonna make a whole separate video about it after the smoke clears, but I mean, I do not trust them to make a Tony Hawk's Underground remake. At this point in time, unless they do something to fix this or some crazy DLC comes out, I am not looking forward to Iron Galaxy tackling Tony Hawk's Underground, and I would rather Underground 1 and 2 and not even get a remake at this point, because they're more than likely going to do that stupid 2-minute time thing and just completely ruin the fact of Underground 1 and 2 to the point that Underground 1 and 2 could literally just be a level expansion to this. I don't review games with a number all that often because I kind of stopped streaming, so I don't do that too much anymore, but honestly, if I was going to give this a rating, it's going to be a solid 6 out of 10. If it was just Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, 10 out of 10, immaculate. But because of what they did to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, brings it down to a 6 out of 10. Next up, I haven't played it yet, but John Wick Hex. This game is getting delisted, so I went ahead and bought it. I actually buy a lot of games that get delisted these days, because I used to buy games as they got delisted, but then, I mean, I just never play them, but this one is one I know I will play eventually. But it kind of sucks at the same time because this is such a good game. They should have never done any of that nonsense with the license so that it would only be temporary, because I've watched people play it. I've watched speedruns of this. It is an enjoyable game. It reminds me a lot of Fear Effect on the PlayStation 1, but for whatever reason it didn't do so hot. And now, the cream of the crop of this gaming pickup video. The Resident Evil Essentials Collection, which comes with Resident Evil 4, Code Veronica X, and Resident Evil Outbreak. I thought this box was so cool. I bought this at the beginning of July, right after Resident Evil 9 was announced. Mainly because I found out the main character is the daughter of the main character from Resident Evil, or one of the main characters from Resident Evil Outbreak. So I was like, you know what, it's time, I gotta buy this, I gotta finally play through that game. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Outbreak did not age very well. And to be quite honest with you, I just watched a YouTube playthrough after playing an hour of trying to figure out what to do. That game sucks. But anyways, back on topic. I thought it was really cool how the Resident Evil Essentials Collection used the Resident Evil 4 box art for this, or at least one of the box art. I believe it was the European box art, I believe it was. So what's kind of interesting about this, so I didn't buy this brand new. This was bought used. But what's interesting is Resident Evil Outbreak, obviously it was open, which I didn't mind because I was going to play it anyways. Ended up playing on the Retroid Pocket, so I just needed it long enough to dump it. But what was interesting about it was something I did not expect. Resident Evil 4 and Code Veronica came sealed, so now I'm the proud owner of a Resident Evil 4 and Code Veronica sealed copy, which is kind of interesting. Wasn't expecting that at all. But to be honest, I don't really mind because I already owned this game on several different occasions. I just wanted to get the Essential Collection because the Essential Collection, for whatever reason, for like a week or two period at the beginning of July, it was cheaper to buy that than it was Resident Evil Outbreak, which is insane. Resident Evil Outbreak was always like a $15 to $20 game, and then it shot up to nearly $100 and more if you got it in good condition. And I was obviously going to get it complete, and that was way too crazy. So I was like, you know what, I'll just pay the extra and get the Essentials Collection. But yeah, I've got this on many other formats. I got it on PC, I got it on Xbox, I got it on PlayStation 4. I'll just play it that way. And if I'm earning really hard for the classic retro version, I have it on Dreamcast. I'll just play it on Dreamcast. Like, I don't care. I'll just do that. I mean, obviously the PlayStation 2 version would be better, but it's not the end of the world. I share a very similar opinion to Resident Evil 4. I have this game in so many formats. Obviously, You can see right here my statue of Leon Kennedy, Resident Evil 4, and barely vaguely right up there. Got the remake, so if I want to play it, I can just play it on the remake. I own the remake on PlayStation 5. I own it on PC, which I just got as part of the Steam Summer Sale, but I'm not going to count that as a pickup because it is a digital game, so it doesn't count. But if I'm really truly wanting to play the original retro format, I'm not going to play it on PlayStation 2. And if I do play it on PlayStation 2, it's going to be through the Retroid Pocket. What I'm more likely than not to do is to just play it on GameCube. This is my childhood copy of Resident Evil 4. I'm much more nostalgic for the GameCube version than I am the PlayStation 2 version. So if I am feeling nostalgic for the retro version, I'm just going to play it on GameCube or even on PC because I also have it on PC. Look, I've bought this game about as many times as I bought Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. It's a really good game. But that was all the gaming pickups for the month of July 2025. Now August, I'm going to say it again, it's probably going to be pretty light, probably only going to pick up a handful of games, and if I do, it's probably going to be not such exciting things, but you never know, something might pop up that I'm like, I gotta buy that right now, or maybe some grandiose eBay lot will pop up, who knows. But with that being said, what did you pick up in July 2025? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, try not to die, and I'll see you in the next video.